Hasib Sheikh here, and I'm here at the Rozi tomb at Mahemdabad, a small town about 50 kilometers away from Ahmedabad. And this beautiful mausoleum here is a grave or a resting place of a Muslim saint, Mubarak Saeed Baba. Baba as in respect. In Gujarat, the Muslim saints are often addressed to as Baba or the Father, which means that they are respected as leaders. So let's go and see this beautiful structure done in the Indo-Saracenic style in the Solanki architecture which the Muslims adapted, later in the years when they began ruling the Gujarat, first from Patan and later from Ahmedabad, the Muzaffarid dynasty or the Muzaffarid Sultanate of Gujarat. And then they adopted a lot of motifs and construction and architecture from the Jains and the Hindus. And as long as it did not collide with the ethics of Islam, it was all fine. So there is no live figurine or a living figure ever either sculpted or drawn on the walls. But the rest of the architecture, there's a lot of common things between the Jain architecture and the Hindu architecture. And basically, it remains as an Islamic structure, but with a Hindu and Jain touch in it. So as we walk through towards the, this mausoleum, as we can see here, right there, and this is the outside. The green door that you see there is where the spiritual leader is buried. Inside that green door, if we get closer to it, you might have a better view of it. So this is the door, and that's the chamber right there inside. And you can see these beautiful pillars done very Islamically in an Islamic architecture, but it has got the Hindu and the Jain elements in it. And the arcs. Now, arcs were introduced by the Muslims in architecture in the South Asia when they began coming and settling here in the 11th and the 12th centuries. The arcs were brought along. So you can see these high rising arcs. The chamber inside has a dome which is about 40 feet high. So it's a beautiful place to be. As we go around, you can see some beautiful motifs here on the wall. You can see intricate carving right here. And there's a beautiful aspect, as in an example that I'm going to show you. The lotus, which is considered to be a very pious flower in Hinduism. It's been adopted, the half lotuses. You see same kind of half lotuses done in sandstone right in the Swaminarayan temples, the other Vaishnav Hindu temples in Ahmedabad and other parts of Gujarat, so as well as the Jain derasars. So now you see it on an Islamic mausoleum. So look at that beautiful brackets up there, the brackets supporting the ceiling right there. Now, if I may talk about the brackets which you see up there, if you see the same brackets in a Jain temple, a derasar, or a Hindu temple, Vaishnav Hindu temple, you will see these brackets having either elephant heads or the kichak heads, which is a Hindu mythological character which is supporting the roof, and it symbolizes strength to support the roof. But here there is nothing. No peacocks, no kichaks, no elephants. So as we go around, you can see a southern climb to the mausoleum. Now that's the lattice work on the wall. As you see, the lattice work is beautiful. You see that beautiful lattice work right there on the wall. Lovely lattice work. Let's get closer to the lattice work and see the intricacy of the beautiful lattice design. So as we come around here, this beautiful lattice work that I'm talking, this is all done in yellow sandstone, and yellow sandstone is a difficult sandstone to carve. It's very brittle, and despite that, a lot of monuments, be it temples, be it Jain derasars, or be it Muslim mosques and mausoleums, in Gujarat are all done in yellow sandstone. That's called the Solanki architecture. Uh, and you see a plenty in Gujarat. So you see this very intricately done stone lattice work. Beautiful. And so as we go up, further up and around, and there is this other intricate part of the wall that you go and see around. There are some more graves out here which belong to either the extended family of the saint or probably the people in the service of the saint. But you never step on a grave when at the graveyard or at a mausoleum. It's not considered to be good to do that. And as we walk towards the west, which is the entry to the mausoleum. Now here another example of beautiful intricate wall, designs of the lattice work, as you can see here. Beautiful. Look at the intricacy. Now there is another interesting thing that we would see here is the wishing wall. The lattice work is used as a wishing wall. People come here, tie a thread, wish for something, and when the wish is granted, they come back and untie it. That's what some of the Muslims in this part of the world do. And a lot of Muslims in southern Asia do that. It's called Manat. So this is the Manat Wall or the wishing wall. And the lattice work is used, because it's easier to tie here. At times they even tie the bangles right there, as you can see. Now they would take another bangle along, so they remember what color bangle. The same pair of bangle would be taken. One would be taken home and one would be stuck here or tied up here. And once when your wish is granted, they would come and untie it. They would even take the other part of this thread. They tie here and take it home, so that they remember that one day when the wish is granted, they need to come back and untie it. So beautiful. If I can show you the ceilings, some domes are beautifully done, but the ones inside are very cool, where the saint lies. Inside, as you can see, the saint lies right there. That the red cover is the saint's grave. And just look at the dome, 40 feet high, beautiful dome, and the saint's grave. You can see a lamp which always burns, it never extinguishes, right there. And the peacock feathers are used as brooms because the saint is held in high esteem. So even the broom is made of peacock feathers. That is a belief, right? So now as I walk out of the main entry to the mausoleum, you'll see it's amazing elevation, and the further part up as you enter, it gives such a good look to the whole mausoleum. And for 500 years in the 15th century when it was done, so around 600 years now, and you can see the mausoleum is intact right there. You can see my wife taking some pictures right there, Sumaya, and you can see this beautiful mausoleum in pristine shape. Thank you very much for watching the Roza Rozi Mausoleum at Mahemdabad near Ahmedabad in Gujarat. This is Hasib Sheikh. Thank you.